Well, okay, hi. This is Keen, and welcome to Keen Island, where it's peaceful all the time and nothing bad ever happens. Now, that's not what it's like. It's isolating, but it's also focusing. But you can still stay inside as much as you want and not get shit done. So you got to force yourself to go outside, whether you're in the city or in the rural, semi-rural area. All right. First off, thank you, Mr. Patreons. Jimbo, Fox, Willis, Poogar, Jangard, and our newest Patreon, Mr. Pitboy. Thank you very much. And the recent donators, Rage, Lennox, and Robney. Thank you very much. Yeah, life. Fracking, because you can't say the F word anymore if you want to get monetized. Fracking sucks. Fracking sucks sometimes, but sometimes it's awesome. But, you know, I wanted to do this video like we're all cosmic slaves. And this is when I was off my Lexapro and I was feeling like super depressed every day. We're all slaves. Slaves to ourselves, slaves to the people around us, our family, our children, the earth. You got to take care of the earth, our pets, our jobs. You know, you can't act inappropriate during a job, right? Even trying to be a YouTuber and get monetized in 2022 is so insane. Like, they could easily just monetize my channel under rules from before, but no, you got to be perfect. You have to be perfect now. You have to be perfect now. And I regret deleting a bunch of stuff on my channel that people liked, but I was trying to get monetized. So I am really happy that I have a new Patreon. But I have been watching a lot of Sam Hyde self-help videos lately, and I realized that trying to be a YouTuber as my primary goal of money making is not gonna make it, especially if the algorithm or YouTube is not picking up my videos to and I didn't want this video just me complaining, but I'm trying to get through a lot of stuff here. But yeah, you have to be fucking perfect these days. You have to be a perfect libtard SJW, and I get it. I'm a Democrat that has right-leaning friends and right-leaning values. Maybe that means I'm right-wing now. I don't fucking know, but it's so ridiculous. All right, so the KiwiFarms thing, if anybody's still watching this, it's funny. You know, I post about my clay, my work in progress clay. Some of it's shitty, some of it's good, and I've sold some. And the guy was like, dude, you're gonna get a thread made about you on KiwiFarms. You don't want that, Haley Cryokeen. You don't want that. And then what happens? KiwiFarms gets taken down like 2 weeks ago, which is really funny. So, like, it's a slippery slope, okay? Because, like, you want people to be able to have a place where they can vent, but at the same time, if you're pushing everybody out of the public places, then you're just going to push them into darker and darker places, you know, and places where you can't monitor what they're saying at all. And I don't think it's good to dox and harass people in general. That's pretty much never okay. But it's a creeping encroachment on free speech the more that you take down sites. What's next? 4chan. Is that going to be next? And I feel like 4chan's probably not going to get taken down anytime soon because, I mean, yeah, there's probably a lot of feds there posting, and it's a valuable, you know, feedback site. And basically 4chan is more or less forbidden doxing. Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck is this video about? I just wanted to get out here and talk about shit and how banning KiwiFarms is a slippery slope. Oh, and sometimes I drink a bit too much, and I did a bit of a falling out with the community recently, and they're pretty much mostly a great community. Maybe a little overly ambitious, but I had a nice time when I was there. It's just that I'm having a lot of stress in my life, a lot of headaches by spending too much time on the computer. So if I can de-stress and separate myself from places that are giving me some stress, that's going to be good for me and good for you watchers, because that means I'm more able to be healthy and then give good content back to you in the community. But yeah, I definitely drank a bit too much because I spammed some words that were like already filtered out, and apparently I got like a whole week ban on EA. EA is terrible. Like, they will ban you from all their EA games, which is ironic because you play Battlefield. And I remember they used to use the term base raping. Don't don't base rape, which was just, you're just spamming the spawn with borders and shit. But the whole point is you're playing these world war games where you're blowing people up, and yet you're cracking down on people saying words, which is, there's yeah. Anyway, I got to work on not drinking every day. I will work on that. And you should too, work on not overindulging. What else? Self-care versus running away. I don't know, someone said, okay, they said I was a pussy. And I am a pussy sometimes, but sometimes running away and fighting another day is best. But at the same time, it's true, you can't always run away from your problems. And I think more than that, it's more about you can't run away from yourself. Because you can run away from your problems-ish. But things, karma or things will circle back, or people will talk about you negatively. So that's why there's people out there who hate me and people out there who love me. So, but I'm working on it. I really am working on it. So I'm sorry for offending people. And but sometimes you do have to block people sometimes because they're just pissing you off. And it's not good for your self-care to be associating with that person. I used to be pretty anti-block, but sometimes you just really got to take care of yourself. And sometimes people could consider that running away, and sometimes that's just taking care of yourself. Lastly, yeah, meds are okay. Meds, if you need them, are okay, in my opinion. Antipsychotics, anti-seizure, antidepressants. I went through a really depressing time when I ran out of my Lexapro. And I tried to taper off that shit too, but I was getting brain zaps and I was just snapping at everyone all the time. And when I went back on the low dose, I was okay again. I was okay. So I think that if to put it in a Better Call Saul way, if everybody in the room's calling you a drunk, then maybe you are. I mean, I know I have some issues with drinking, but I was more saying, like, if you have a severe mental illness and you keep being barred from different communities, then maybe you need to take a look at yourself. And I realize that that's something I need to deal with myself. But I hope the advice is helpful for other people as well. Okay. Have a good day.